Good morning, students. Welcome you all in this learning session. My dear students, today in this session we are going to study a very important poem which is titled as On Killing a Tree, that is taken from your book BEEHIVE. Dear students, this beautiful and inspiring poem is composed by Jeev Patel. Jeev Patel is an Indian poet, playwright, painter, as well as a practicing physician. He belongs to a group of writers who have subscribed themselves to the green movement, which is involved in an effort to protect the environment. His poems speak of deep concern for nature and expose man's cruelty to it. Dear students, here are your first stanza of the poem. First of all, I am going to read the lines, then we will have a look over its explanation. Okay? Now the lines are: it takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Dear students, in the first stanza, the poet says that it takes a long time to kill a tree. A sudden rough blow of the knife will do nothing to the tree. It has grown up strong by consuming the earth slowly. It grew up and rised from the crust of the earth, absorbing years of sunlight, air, and water, and from its discolored and uneven bark, the branches and leaves sprout out. Now, my dear students, your second stanza is on your screen, and the lines are: so hack and chop, but this alone would not do it, not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature buffs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Dear students, in our second stanza, the poet says that cutting roughly the tree by striking heavy blows and chopping would not do anything to the enormous tree. It will not feel any pain and its bleeding bark will heal very soon. If we cut from the bottom, that is, from close to the ground, the curled green twigs will start growing with mini branches coming out. If they are unchecked, then they will expand again to their normal and former size as they used to be earlier. Now, the third stanza, my dear students, and the lines are: no, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. The poet says in this stanza that no, in the beginning of the stanza, dear students, in the beginning of the stanza, the poet says no, because just a small cut or chop will not harm the tree. For killing a tree, firstly, the roots have to be pulled out from its supporting earth, that is, its mother, whom the tree holds securely. It has to be pulled out entirely or tied up and then chopped into pieces. And once it is separated from the earth cave, it loses its strength when the source, white and wet, the most sensitive and hidden part of the tree, is exposed out. Now my dear students, the last stanza and the lines are: then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. Dear students, in this stanza the poet says that then the matter starts scorching, drying up under the oppression of sun and air. It turns into rough old brownish color, hardens up, twists, and finally sheds off its skin under different weather conditions, and then it's done. The tree is killed completely and nothing is left. After having a look over the explanation of the lines of the poem, it is essential for all of us to have a look over the value points of the poem also. And the value points are: to kill a tree is not easy because it takes lots of time. For growing on earth, a tree feeds on its crust and consumes years of sunlight, air and water. For growing on earth, a tree feeds on its crust and consumes years of sunlight, air and water. The single jab of a knife or an axe cannot kill a tree. They can only cause wounds to the bark and make them bleed. The strength of trees actually lies in its roots. Of all parts of trees, the roots are the most sensitive parts. They can hold them on earth. The bleeding bark of a tree would heal itself from close to the ground. Green twigs will appear that will become as big as it was earlier. For killing a tree, the root of the tree is to be pulled out of earth. The earth is the supporting base of trees. The root is to be ripped up by forceful pulling and snapping. The root is the true strength of a tree. It is sensitive to heat and light as it remains concealed under. Now, my dear students, we should have a look on the poetic devices that is used here. The first poetic device that is used here is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of same sounds at close intervals. For example, the bleeding bark will heal. Here B is repeating and creating the same sound. Now the next poetic device that is used here is enjambment. Enjambment is a figure of speech in which one line of poetry rolls on to the next line without any pause marked by a comma or a full stop. For example, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air and water. Here, my dear students, we don't find any pause marked by comma or full stop. So here, enjambment figure of speech is used. Now the next is personification. When a poet portrays the tree as a human being throughout the poem. For example, the bleeding bark. Now the last poetic device that is used here is repetition. Repetition is using a word or phrase or clause a number of times without the purpose of emphasis or to provide unity to the poem. Now, my dear students, here are the meanings of some of the difficult words. You can take the help of these words and their meaning to understand the lines of the poem properly. Now, my dear students, after considering over the explanation of the lines of the poem, value points of the poem, now it's time to have a look over our classwork. In classwork, I have given you 2 extract based questions and 5 short answer type questions, and I expect you will start now answering these questions. Okay? Now, my dear students, I hope all of you would have understood the content properly and enjoyed the session. We will meet very soon. Till then, take care of you And thanks to all of you, my dear students. And thanks to all of you, my dear students. Well done, my dear students.